bam, and they're off. Approaching the first barrier, they clear it. Then the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth, and so on and so forth until they've cleared all 10 barriers. Then they're running as hard as they can until they cross the finish line. Now, to the naked eye, that may appear that they just ran as hard as they could to clear all the barriers to finish the race. But in actuality, they just put years of practice and technique into running a great hurdle race. Hello, my name is Perry Romeo, and today I'm going to actually talk to you about the fundamentals of running hurdles. Now, for myself, I've been a hurdler for the past 14 years of my life. I ran hurdles competitively, and it's something that I hold near and dear to myself. Now, one of the main things that a person needs to learn about running hurdles is they need to learn how to react to the gun. The reaction time to the gun is the most important part, probably, of the race because it determines where you're going to start the race. Now, most hurdlers take about 47 to 52 steps running the hurdles, depending on their stride and how many steps they take in between hurdles. I do 8 strides to the first hurdle and 3 in between. And then after you cross the last barrier, you just run as hard as you can to get to the finish. Um, for most people, they have a dominant lead leg, which for me is my right leg. Now, some people are able to switch legs, which is actually great for them because if they actually clip a hurdle and they fall off their stride, they can actually pick up and just change their leg. Me, if I hit a hurdle, that's it. But running hurdles, you want to make sure that you run the hurdles and you want to stay as low to the hurdles as possible. People always think that hurdlers are jumping hurdles, but hurdlers are actually running the hurdle, which means you're barely clearing the hurdle. A lot of times you'll see in a race, you'll see the hurdle slightly brush and move. That's because the person, you want to clear as low to the hurdle as possible because that is how you maximize the time and get the lowest time possible. Now, the photo you just saw demonstrates how closely to the hurdle that you actually want to clear. You want to keep your body as close to the hurdle as possible, and once you cross the hurdle, you want to snap your leg down to get back to the ground as quickly as possible. Getting back to the ground as quickly as possible allows you to keep a fast time. Each millisecond that you waste in the air is another millisecond that is going to be added onto your time. Now, hundredths of a second can make the difference between a person finishing in first in the race and finishing in sixth. So you want to be mindful that to keep your leg onto the ground as quickly as possible. That way you will lower your time. Now, once you finish the race and you get over that last hurdle, then it's an all-out sprint to the finish. You get to the finish line as fast as possible, however you can, even if it means you have to fall over the finish line. You just want to finish the race as fast as possible in the end to maximize your sprint time. Well, that, everyone, is the fundamentals of running hurdles. Have a good one.